Yeah, what you yeah, tiptoeing in my Jordan.
Welcome to this week's Teaching Thursdays. We got a topic for you today that everybody, of course, wants to know, and it started with Wolf of Wall Street, and that's going to be penny stocks. So we're going to get into it with what is a penny stock. Now, a penny stock is simply a stock with an extremely low share price and a market cap. It usually trades on a non-formal exchange, such as over-the-counter, bulletin board, or in short, OTC/BB, or on pink sheets, and not on a formal exchange, such as the New York Stock Exchange, NYSE, or the NASDAQ. Now, people usually call a penny stock based on two parameters. Either it trades literally for pennies, or it trades under $5 per share. Either way, the company is considered to have low liquidity, which increases investor speculation. Now, where can you find penny stocks? Penny stocks, as we stated, are on non-formal exchanges, and make sure you check out our video in our Blacklight section as well as our Teaching Thursday section, whether if you're on our website or our YouTube page, for the video on stock exchanges to really get a better idea of what they are. Now, back to the topic in that. Penny stocks are on either the OTC, BB, or pink sheets, but they're still in a brokerage firm. So your E-Trade, Fidelity, they could be trading some of these penny stocks as well. Now, some stocks that trade less than $5 tend to trade on major exchanges, such as Radio Shack used to be on a major stock exchange. But because the stock couldn't keep its high price, they actually delisted it from the stock exchange. And some other companies actually still trade under $5 are still on the major exchanges, like the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ. Now, when can you buy and sell penny stocks? You can buy them at the same time you buy and sell regular stocks. Who can buy penny stocks? Anyone that can buy regular stocks can buy penny stocks, except your brokerage firm may limit on which companies you can invest in, or even if they have penny stocks at all. So it just kind of depends. You need to check with whatever firm that you're putting your money in and investing with. So everybody wants to know why to invest in penny stocks. It's the latest craze, especially when Wolf of Wall Street came out in the movie theaters.
First we pitch them Disney, AT&T, IBM, blue chip stocks exclusively. Companies these people know. Once we've suckered them in, we unload the pink sheets, the penny stocks, where we make the money. 50% commission, baby.
People invest in penny stocks simply because the share price is so low and the potential for reward is so high. If you buy a penny stock at 0.005 cents per share and the stock shoots up to 0.05 cents or 5 cents per share, then you roughly made 5 cents per share. So if you own 10,000 shares, you just turned $50 into $500 off of that bump. Now that sounds enticing, doesn't it? However, penny stocks are not regulated as strictly as regular stocks, making them highly mysterious and volatile all the time. So for teaching purposes, let's say you work A&R for Rock Nation and you scoping the chitlin circuit for the hot new talent. You know, you're trying to find the next J. Cole.
Do you wanna be free?
Well, you got one artist who's got 5 mixtapes, a whole bunch of magazine and online publications, a vast social media following among other recognition. And then you have another artist who's got 1 mixtape, a real small social media following, no real recognition, and few, if any at all, magazine and online publications. Do you go with the more established artists or the not so established artists? Well, the established artists are probably going to cost you a little bit more money to bring on, just like a regular stock is going to cost more money than a penny stock, simply because it's a more secure investment. However, both of them potentially have infinite upside. So what do? It's no guarantee that one will be better than the other, but you can only assess by what's presented to you. In essence, that's how a penny stock is going to compare to a regular stock. So the last question, of course, is how do you find what penny stocks to even invest in? Well, to find penny stocks to invest in my personal opinion, is a pretty rigorous process, but everyone has different methods and different viewpoints. The key is to weed out the Riff Raff.
Yeah, tiptoeing in my Jordan. I came down tiptoeing.
Some penny stock companies don't have, websites. They may only have 500 transactions per day. They don't have any financial data to support the business that you're even researching, and the list goes on. So it can be a lot of legwork in finding somewhat solid companies, and I use the word solid very loosely. I have a document that has a method that I used to use when I was researching penny stock companies, and I can send it to you under 3 conditions. 1, you sign up for our email list via our website. 2, you subscribe to our YouTube page. And 3, you either give us a shout out on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram with the hashtag Black Market Exchange. Once you've done all those, send us an email with the subject line reading penny stock method and give us the proof of those 3 met conditions, and we'll send a response document to you right away. So that concludes our video for this week for Teaching Thursday on penny stocks. I know a lot of you probably been waiting on that. So that's the information. That's what I'm going to share about penny stocks. You can take with it what you may. A lot of people are all gun-ho penny stocks, and some people are like, stay away from it. It's really no middle ground. So you can make your own interpretation off of the information, as well as do your own research and just kind of draw your own conclusions. I don't have anything against penny stocks. I just personally don't really invest in them anymore. I will say I do invest in some stocks that are under $5, but I look for those to be somewhat quick trades. But in terms of the actual pennies, where the example with the 0.005 cents, like, I don't trade anything that's that low. I just don't do it. So, stay tuned next week for next week's Teaching Thursdays. Peace.
Yeah. Tiptoeing in my Jordans, I came down, tiptoeing in my Jordans, just cop the Porsche tip.